All right, welcome everyone to our yoga class on this spooky Halloween. Let's find our chairs. Yeah, spooky if we don't come to yoga, because then, that creates a whole bag of worms. So, welcome to our yoga practice today. We are going to begin with big breath. I'm hoping that most of you practice breathing or just have breath. Because it can also, like, if you catch a cold or the flu or COVID or whatever, a lot of it is respiratory now, RSV. Yeah, so really using your lungs every day to get them moving and get the oxygen in your lungs is really good for our respiratory system. Yeah, good. So we're just going to begin by arriving in our space. Good. And closing your eyes. And just coming inside, coming into our practice today. Good. And just observe your breath. Let's flip your palms up on your lap. Yeah. Just observe how you're feeling today. Observe your breath, how deep it is, how slow it is, how fast it is. And we're just going to come to a few nice, big, functional breathing breaths here. Yeah. So take a breath in through your nose and exhale it out the mouth. And again, breathe in through the nose and exhale out the mouth. Now we're going to be breathing in and out the nose. Again, it filters the air, it warms the air, it creates nitric oxide into your cellular system, into your vascular system. It dilates your blood vessels, right? That nitric oxide. And it only can happen if you breathe through your nose. It's where most of your nitric oxide is created. Yeah. So let's take a breath in through the nose. Pause the breath at the top and breathe out. All the way. Squeeze every last ounce of air out of your lungs and then pause. And then breathe in through the nose. Pause and breathe out the nose. Pause. Now this time as you breathe in, feel your belly rise, your rib cage expand, your collarbone lift. And then as you breathe out, relax the collarbone, relax the rib cage, draw the belly back. And pause. Breathe in, belly, ribs, collarbone. And breathe out, collarbone, ribs, belly back. Just picture your skeleton, today's Halloween. So picture that skeleton, and as you breathe in, belly rises. Imagine those ribs just expanding and that collarbone lifting. And then reverse. Collarbone, ribs, and belly. Do about 2 or 3 more at your own pace. Slow as you can. Just breathing as slow as possible. Functional breath. Yes, when we breathe deeply during the course of our day, we detoxify our body, we energize our body, we relax our body. Yes, it really helps mentally and physically to relax. And on your next exhale breath, you can go ahead and release the breath. So a few times a day, if you can, just stop, or you're sitting already, have a nice tall spine. And just take those breaths in from the belly all the way to your collarbone and back. Yeah. All right, and when you're feeling ready, go ahead and just flutter the eyes open. Such a nice way to set this intention of our practice, right? It's simple. These asanas are, taking it to just where you're feeling it, where you're feeling that resistance, then you stop, right? And so healthy for us. Good. Okay, so we're going to begin with shaking. Let's just shake. Yeah. Move the body, blink the eyes. You can shake the legs. Just shake whatever you feel like moving this morning. Yes. A little chilly, so getting the body moving, getting the circulation moving. Good. All right, and relax. Coming into our vagus nerve a little bit. So we're going to take a nice breath in. So vagus nerve, again, is this big nerve, starts at your brain stem, goes all the way down the sides of your body. And it is responsible for your breathing that we just did. It is responsible for your digestion, for your detoxification from your liver, from your elimination from your colon, right? So many things. This vagus nerve is just this big nerve that covers all of that. So let's sit up with a nice tall spine. Take a nice big breath in. And as you exhale, drop your head over to the right. Ooh, feel how that feels. Yeah. On an inhale breath, press into your feet to lift your head back up. And as you exhale, drop the head over to the left. And inhale up. Let's bring your fingers to the base of your neck, right behind your earlobes. Gently press in and then just rub your hands, draw your hands down towards your collarbone. So this is waking that vagus nerve up. Sometimes you get that tingling going on. That's the prana energy. That's the energy that's saying, okay, vagus nerve, you were sleeping, it's morning, you were sleeping last night, so wake up. Good. And then release your hands back onto your lap. Again, we're going to take a nice big breath in, lift the collarbone. As you exhale one more time, drop your head over to the right. Good. And then we're going to take your right hand and just lay it on top of your head. A little bit deeper stretch. And then we're going to take our left hand across our ribs, those ribs that we were expanding. Fingers, your left fingers on the right side of your rib cage. You're going to take a breath in, and as you exhale, just imagine just very gently dragging your rib cage over to the left with that hand. And now finally, we're going to roll our eyes and look to the upper left corner of the room. And breathe. Opening up the neck, the shoulders, that vagus nerve. And then relax the gaze back forward. You can release your left hand onto your lap. You can bring your right hand to the right side of your head. And on an inhale breath, slowly lift the head back up. And release your hands on your lap, or you can reach them down towards the floor and just roll out the shoulders one way and the other way. Good. And relax. Good. Hands up on our lap. We're going to do that same thing on the other side. So take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your head over to the left now. Good. Keeping the chin lifted a little bit, not tucking it. And then taking the left hand, if it's available, and just laying it. We're not yanking the head down. We're just the weight of the hand is enough. Yeah, feeling that stretch on the right side now. And taking that right arm across your rib cage, right fingers to your left ribs. And take a breath in. And as you exhale, just glide your rib cage over to the right, making just a little crescent moon with your spine. And then roll your gaze up to the upper right corner of the room. And breathe. So stretching neck, back of the neck, shoulders, upper back. Opening rib cage. Breathing in and out of the nose. So many things going on with these little asanas. And when you're feeling ready, relax the gaze back forward. You can slowly release your hand off your ribs. And you can bring that left hand to the left side of your heavy head and slowly bring that head back up. And again, roll out the shoulders, shake off any tension that you might have built. Blink your eyes. Good. All right. And roll. We're going to slowly float our hands forward, lift our fingers up and stretch your fingers wide and make a fist. Stretch them wide and hold here. We're going to rotate the fingers out and down and up and in and down and up. I just got a little adjustment in my shoulder, right? Because this is going all the way up. That energy is going all the way up to our shoulders, shoulder blades. And relax. Good. Relax. Bend your elbows. Bring your fingertips to your shoulders. Relax your shoulders. Good. Let's bring the elbows forward and up and out and down. So making a couple circles here. Inhaling as you go up and exhaling through the nose as you come down. Good. And one more. And down. And then do a couple, just two reverse, opposite direction. Getting some movement in those shoulders. Getting ready for snow shoveling. Or hopefully you don't have to do that. Somebody's hired to do that. Yeah. And relax. Good. And scooting forward in our chairs a little bit. Keeping in the little theme of Halloween, we're gonna do our cat cow, our black cat cow. Yeah, hands on our thighs. On an inhale breath, lift the chest and look up. And as you exhale, slide your hands forward and drop your head. And press into your feet. Inhale, lift that chest. And exhale, bring the spine gently back towards your chair. Drop your head. The cat part, right? You're punching your back up just like a cat does. And then one more inhale, up. And exhale, cat. And just slowly press into your feet and bring the body straight back up. All right, we're gonna do a little Sphinx pose here. So we're gonna take a breath in. And as you exhale, hinge forward at your hips as if you wanna lay your low belly closer onto your thighs. And let's bring our elbows one at a time onto our thighs for a Sphinx. You see those Sphinxes like right outside the New York Library, right? Yeah, so fingers forward here. Good. And then gently press down into your elbows and your forearms. And then lift your head. Yeah, so we're looking forward. Good. So elbows are pressing down as chest and head are lifted. We're going to take a breath in here. And as we exhale, you're going to slowly look over your right shoulder. Stretching the neck again. Go as far as you can. And then inhale, come back forward. And exhale, go over to the other side. Ooh, I'm tighter on this side. Observe if you are and coming back forward. Yeah, must have been the way I slept. Take a breath in. As you exhale, relax your head down. Slide your left hand onto your lap, your right hand onto your lap. Press down into your thighs and lift the body back up. All right, find a nice tall spine here. We're gonna lift our heels and come onto our toes. So we're on the balls of our feet and we're gonna hold. Yeah, so we're just stretching the feet here. We're gonna be using our feet to do our balance today. And then drop your heels and lift your toes up as high as you can and hold. 3, 4, 5, and go ahead and release your toes down. Good. All right, and coming into a little bit wider stance with our legs. Yeah, good. Take a nice big breath in. So the head's now going to just stay planted right above the shoulders. Nothing's moving except together your torso. So take a breath in. As you exhale, press your belly forward, come forward. You can feel that stretch in the inside of your legs, and even guide your legs open a little more if you want more stretch. Yeah, good. Belly's tucked in. And then we're going to roll over to the right. And then with that straight spine, lean back, tuck that low belly in, and over to the left and forward. Let's do that one more time. Just a nice, slow, mindful circle here. Getting into our core, getting into our inner thighs, inner hips. Next time you come forward, pause. Let's just do a couple opposite. So feel free to close your eyes here if you'd like. You can feel the weight shifting from one hip bone to the other. Opening up those legs as you come forward to get a little deeper stretch if you'd like. Tucking that belly in as you go back to stabilize your core. Next time you come forward, go ahead and pause and slowly lift the body back up. Nice. All right, let's bring the left leg forward. See if you can take the right leg out just a little bit more. Good. All right, and then we're going to bring, like we did with our ribs, we're going to bring our hand, our right hand across to our left thigh. Turn your left palm out. I would like to do side bend this way. We're going to inhale, slowly bring that arm up. Let's bring it into a cactus pose and reach that upper arm back. And then relax the arm. And then see if you can slowly straighten it a little bit more. Maybe we come to fully straight. Maybe you're here, wherever you're comfortable. We're taking a nice big breath in. Hold on to that left thigh. And as you exhale, reach up and lean over. And try to get as long as you can from your left fingertips to the outside of your left foot. See if you can turn and gaze underneath that left arm. And find 2 big breaths here in and out of your nose. And notice as you exhale, the body relaxes. Maybe you just drop over just a little bit more to the right. Press into your feet. Slowly make your way back up. Good. Head forward. And then exhale, release that left arm down. Keep the right arm where it is. Bring the left hand either to the side of your chair or the left palm resting on the back seat of your chair. Take a nice breath in, get a nice tall spine. Press down into your toes as you pivot over to the left with your body, twisting at your waist. Turn the head to look over the left shoulder and find your breath. Notice the left thigh, the left knee, or the right knee. See if you can draw the right knee back slightly as you breathe. This is opening up a lot of things in your body, your spine, your digestive tract, your inner thighs, your inner hips. Yeah. And exhale, relax. Slowly bring the head back forward, body back forward. And then toe heel, your foot back to your hip. Sit next to the left. Good. And take the left foot and step it out now. Good. Right knees forward. Good. Nice tall spine. Now let's take this left hand across. That helps us to square our shoulders forward. Yeah, for our spine. Good. Relax the right arm. Turn the right palm out. On an inhale breath, slowly float your arm out and up. Yeah, and again, on this side, just take it to wherever it's comfortable on your shoulder. Yeah, good. Take a nice big breath in here. And then as you exhale, lean up and over to the left. So just keep the head next to the arm or close to the arm. Yeah, and then turn and look underneath that right arm. That helps us again to keep the shoulders squared. Good alignment for the spine. Breathe. Feel that opening in that right side rib cage, right lymphatic system. Good. And then inhale, slowly come back up, head back forward. Exhale, let your right arm just slowly float back towards the floor. And again, now with the right hand, you can either bring that palm against the chair, or you can bring the palm and push down onto the seat of your chair behind your right glute there. Take a nice big breath in. As you exhale, just pivot at your waist, turn over to the right. Press into your toes, turn your head as far as is comfortable, and find a couple breaths here. Breathing, massaging out your internal organs. Belly rises, rib cage expands as you inhale. Exhale, relax and turn. Enjoy. Reach that left knee back slightly. And as you exhale, slowly come back forward. Head forward, body forward. And heel, toe, heel, toe, heel, toe. Yeah, feet back to hip distance apart. And shake off any tension. Roll the shoulders. That might feel nice on the back. Yeah, just move and shake any little tension that might have built up. And we're gonna now come to a stand. So, leading with your nose over the toes, pushing your chest forward to stand up, using these thighs, pressing into your toes to come to as elegant of a stand as you can. Good. All right. Actually, we're gonna start, since it's Halloween, we're gonna start with, here's our special guest for today. It's Monster Mash. Yeah. All right. So it's Frankenstein. He's coming to do yoga. All right. So I'm going to turn him on, and we're just going to do our hips side to side and do the monster mash. You ready? Monster. You can even sing. It was a graveyard smash. It did the mash. They did the mash. They did the monster mash. Good. Thank you, Frankenstein, for joining our class today. You gotta get goofy, Coming to the back of your chair here. You can just slide the chair up if you'd like. Good. And again, shaking body, shaking. Yeah, that's I was telling some of the students, my tradition. Send that to my adult children every morning on Halloween. And relax. Good. And we're gonna just step side to side. Keeping into the theme, we did our hips, now we'll do our legs. Good, just waving side to side. You can add a little kickback if you'd like. Good. I hope you heard that because I forgot to turn off the music. Yeah, doesn't matter, you saw. And slow it down. Good. And come to mountain pose. Boom, just land in mountain. Yeah, good. All right, we're gonna work our shoulders a little bit. So we're gonna soften our knees here. We're gonna take a breath in and reach the left arm forward and up, and then turn and look back and drop it down. So we're just doing our little backstroke here. And inhale, forward and up. And exhale, back and down. Let's do that one more time. Forward and up. Make this nice and fluid and graceful. Back and down. Your knees are soft here. Now we're going to reverse. Draw it back first, and up, and forward, and down. Like making big full moons. I don't know if you got the full moon on Saturday, but there was also a lunar eclipse. So many eclipses happening during this last couple years. Yeah, and one more. And it can be crazy energy, or it can be energy that's useful. Yeah. So other side, let's just do a nice big backstroke. Let's just feel nice on the body. Up and back. Good. Again, keeping the knees soft. And forward. And now let's just do a few back. Stroking back and up. And forward and down. Back and up. As you breathe in, as you breathe out, forward and down. And one more. Back and up. And forward and down. Good. And relax. Roll out the shoulders. Good. All right. So coming into a little, again, our mountain pose. Good. Actually, we're going to come into a little, our series here. Let's bring our chair, coming to the right side of our chair. It can be right or left at this point. Yeah. All right. So just coming into a little balance here. So it's going to give you different variations to challenge yourself a little bit more, right? So finding a nice tall spine, that alone helps us to balance, right? You can hold on to your chair and you can come up onto your tippy toes. So lift your heels and look straight ahead, see how that feels. You're going to be feeling a little wobble. That's good. That's the body adjusting. Yeah. And then release. So we're just holding for about 5 seconds. That's all that's necessary. Good. And again, lifting the heels. Hold. The holding is the challenge. You feel that wobble. And release. All right, good. Now, if you want to challenge yourself a little bit more, you can bring your hands onto your hips. And we're going to do that same thing. Chair is always there. You can always drop down to your chair. Good. Nice tall spine. Lift your heels. Balance on your toes. Do your best. Yeah, again, you can always hold on. 3, 4, 5, and release. Good. Now, another variation is to bring your hands onto your shoulders. Sometimes I find that this is actually a little easier. Yeah, nice tall spine. Good. And slowly lift the heels. Yeah. And balance. You can always drop the hand to the chair for 3, 2, 1, and release. Yeah, nice, nice, nice. Good job, everyone. All right, this one's a little more challenging for me as we lift, for me anyway, as we lift our toes, right? So holding onto the chair here, we're gonna bend our knees, send your hips back a little bit, and now we're gonna lift our toes. Yeah, so it's a little bit of a difference, keeping the chest nice and tall, and release. Good, all right, and come to a stand. All right, now we can bring our hands, if you want a little bit more of a challenge, on our hips, and then send your hips back slightly and lift your toes. Okay. As high as they'll go, and hold and balance. You can always hold on to that chair if you need, and release and come to a stand. Good. And the third variation here is arms straight, bending elbows. So elbows at 90 degrees. Yeah, in front of you. Good. Again, sending your hips back and lifting the toes. 3, 2, 1, and release. Yeah, so much harder than it looks, isn't it? And wiggle it out. Okay. All right, we're going to get into our little lower body here for strength. So finding a nice tall spine. Good. We're going to bend this right knee. We're going to lift the right knee up. And we're going to take the right knee out to the side. And hold. Yeah, pressing down into these left toes. Engage that left kneecap. And then bring the knee back forward and release. Good. Yeah. All right. So you're knowing the next variation here, right? You can either hold on to the chair or you can bring your hands to your hips. Nice tall spine, looking straight forward. See if you can lift. Either bending the knee and keeping the toe on the floor if that's more for you today, or lifting the knee up. Yeah. Good. And then slowly taking that knee out to the side. And pause and breathe. It's okay to feel the wobble. That left leg is nice and strong. Good. And slowly bring that back forward and release. Ha. And shake it out a little bit. Yeah. All right, one more variation of that. Yes, we can start with our arms forward. We can bend that right knee. Can lift that right knee up. And now taking the right knee out to the side and also taking the right arm out to the side. And if you want more of a challenge here, slowly looking to the left with your gaze. Okay, a lot going on. You've got it. Balance. You can always hold on to that chair for 3, for 2, for 1. Slowly bring the right leg and the right arm back forward. Good, and head and release. Yeah. And as we're doing these balancing poses, if you start and you are in the most challenging part and you wobble out, that's fine. Just smile and get back in and slowly try it again, right? That's the deal. All right. So we're going to do that on this side too, so we know where we're going. Again, these balancing poses they feel challenging, they feel awkward, they feel frustrating sometimes, but just know that they're really good exercise. They're really good challenges for our balance training. Yeah, good. All right, so let's play on this side. Yes. So this time we're bending that outside knee, right? The left knee this time. And maybe you lift the left knee up and take it out to the side. Yes. Again, this right leg is the glutes engaged, the kneecaps lifted, the toes are pressing into the floor. And then slowly bring it back forward and release. Yeah. And again, any of these you can, if it's too much to lift that leg for you, please don't you must be able to breathe, right? So you can just take it out to the side and be on your toe. That's still almost 80 to 90% of a balance weight on that standing leg. All right, so if you wanna do a little bit more of a challenge here, you can start with bending your knee and lifting the knee up and taking the knee out to the side, just to where it lands. Yes, and breathe. 3, for 2, for 1. Bring it back forward and release. Nice, and shake it out. All right, and the final variation is our arms, taking our arms out as well, or our left arm anyway. Yeah, so you can start with holding onto the chair, bending the knee, lifting the knee up. If you want to bring left arm forward, maybe even the right arm. Taking that left leg out to the side, as well as the left arm. See how that goes. If you're feeling pretty stable, you can slowly turn and look over to the right. Yeah. And laugh it off and wobble. You can always touch down with that left toe. Yeah, just try to balance. And then slowly bring that left leg and left arm back in and release. That was a challenging side for me. Yeah, but just the effort, right? Just the effort and the practice to do that is what we're looking for, right? That's what's giving us that nice challenge. Okay, we're gonna do a little lunges and little taps in. All right, so let's just actually come to a little bit wider stance here and soften your knees. And let's just stretch the hips out. They might need a little stretching. Keep those knees soft as you do little circles here, just to open up and relax the glute muscles and the sides of your hips. Good. And then let's reverse and go the opposite direction. Nice. Okay, and come back to center. Here, and bringing your feet back to just coming into mountain pose. So we're going to start here with hands on chair. And we're going to send this left leg back just on the ball of the foot. And then we're going to drop our hips down. So bend our knees. So we want to keep the heart lifted, right? Want that heel straight back. And we want this knee to not go beyond the heel. So you may have to step back a little bit more because we want this inside right knee right above the heel. Good. And then we're going to take a breath in and exhale it out. Good. Then on an inhale breath, we're going to step to the center. Good. And again, we're going to take and send this heel, the foot back, the left foot back. Heel straight back, drop down. Good. And we're gonna, if it's available to you, bring your hands into bent elbows. Good. And then we're gonna slowly bring our arms up. Good. And we're gonna propel ourselves forward with our, as we drop our arms and do that step next to the right foot. So take a breath in. And on an exhale breath, drop your arms and tap in here. Yeah, you can always hold on to the chair. Good. All right, and relax. And now we're going to do that same thing. We're going to step back. So again, you can remain holding onto your chair. You can have just elbows bent here as you step and tap in. But this time we're going to lift our knee. Instead of tapping, we're going to come right into a knee lift, right? So find your little lunge, you can arms here, aim the arms here. Sometimes it's helpful for the having the arms up as they come down. Also take a breath in. And as you exhale, drop your arms and lift your left knee. And then bring it down. Yeah. And we'll do that one more time. That's big, right? This is challenging. And then, so stepping back. Good. Find your lunge. Good. And again, either holding onto the chair, arms come into just bent elbows or arms extended. Good. And you can either tap center or you can lift the knee. Take a breath in, exhale it out. And on an inhale breath, drop your arms and lift the knee and hold. Pause for 3, 2, and 1, and release. Ha, good. Shake it out. And we're gonna just go do that on the other side. So step to the other side of your chair, just so that you have your inside hand handy to hold on. Good. All right, so this time we're gonna take this right foot back and find our lunge. And again, check in. If the chest is lifted, check in with this left knee. Is it going beyond the heel? If it is, step back a little bit. It's just a little bend there. Little bend in this back knee as well. Good. Good. And take a nice big breath in. Exhale it out, relax. And on an inhale breath, just step that right foot toe to the left. Good. And then we're going to send it back again. Find your lunge. Take time to get nice and set up. Yeah. And now on this side, if you want to bend the elbows, yes, that's an option. If you want to lift, or you can even hold on and lift one arm. Yeah, take a nice big breath in, exhale it out. And on an inhale breath, as you drop your arms, tap in toward next to that left foot and relax. Good. And now you're going to send that leg back again. Just a small little lunge. Drop your hips. Lift. Keep that chest lifted. And either one arm up and or the other, or you can remain holding your chair. And now we're either going to tap to the center or you're going to lift that right knee up. Take a breath in, exhale it out. And on an inhale breath, drop your arms and lift your right knee and hold. 3, 2, 1, and release. Nice. Last one here. So either holding on, taking that step back, finding that lunge, that right heel straight back, not caving in. Yeah, chest lifted. And again, option is to be here, maybe one arm up maybe arms bent, whatever feels comfortable on your body, or maybe both arms. Yeah, good. Take a breath in, exhale it out, and now very gracefully on an inhale breath, drop your arms and slowly lift that right knee up and hold for 3, for 2, for 1, and release. Nice, good wobble practice, everyone. You can do the mash if you want to do that again. Just release your hips. We're going to do one more. This is a catch hold. Yes, we've done this before, but this is also really good for, again, it's winter, getting slippery. We never know when we're going to hit a little patch of ice, and this helps us to catch ourselves. Yes. So just relax, bringing your arms next to your rib cage here. Good. And then we're going to take this right leg and we're going to step out and lift the left leg up and just catch ourselves. Yeah. Like we're freeze. This is like the freeze game, and then come back. Let's do that a couple times. So arms out, and then we're gonna hop forward and catch ourselves. See if you can balance. And then come back. And one more time with the right leg leading. We're gonna hop out, lift that left leg up, catch yourself, try to balance. Yeah, and come back. And lastly, we're going to do that on the left. We can just stay on this side here. Yeah. So this time we're going to lead with the hop out with the left and lift the right and hold ourselves up there like a statue and come back. Yeah. Let's do that 2 more times with that left. So take a hop and lift. If you have to touch down with that right toe, that's fine. Bring it back up when you can. And release. Good. And last one here. Take a step out, lift that foot, hold, and release. And come back and shake it out. Nice, really great balancing. Today was a hard one, it was a challenging one, not hard. Yeah, all right. And so you can either step to the back of your chairs, bring it out to the side. Good. Let's bring our legs a little wider apart and soften our knees. Good. On an inhale breath, come to one side, and on an exhale breath, come to the other. Inhaling through the nose, exhaling the mouth. And one more. And relax. Good. Bringing the legs a little bit wider apart. Toes out to the side, hands onto our thighs. Take a breath in, and as you exhale, just allow the hips to sink down. Pressing those thighs back, keeping the knees above the heels. You might want to scoot your heels in a little bit. And let's just float our arms up into cactus pose. Goal pose. Everybody watch the Bronco game Sunday. Yay. Finally they were getting the ball between these things. Yeah, and breathe. Nice, long, slow, deep breath. You're gently pressing into all 10 of your toes. Pinky toe included here. And scooting your hips just gently forward. Stretching your upper arms back. Maybe even lifting your chin. And coming into this beautiful, stable goddess pose. And then when you're ready, just allow the arms to float back onto your thighs. Press down into your feet, straighten the knees. Pivot your left toes in and your right toes in. And heel toe, your feet back to hip distance apart. Wiggle out your feet, your legs, shake out your arms. Good. All right. So we're going to come into mountain pose here. I'm just going to do a little back bend into a forward fold. So we're going to glide your arms back and interlace your hands, your fingers. We're going to bring the pointer fingers down and bring the left thumb on top of the right thumb behind you. Yes. All right. So take a breath in here. As you exhale, relax your shoulders. So if you want to squeeze, like you have a pen between your shoulder blades and you're squeezing that pen. Yeah. And reach your pointer fingers towards the floor. Soften your knees here. Lift your chin and take a few breaths here. This is stretching that lymphatic system, especially if you've had a cold or had gotten sick. Sometimes that fluid builds up in your lymph glands. It's a great way to squeeze it out. Yeah. And breathe for 2 and 1 and relax. And good. All right. And slowly unclasp your hands. Good. I'm going to step a little bit wider apart. Good. And this time we're just going to interlace our hands behind our back. Good. And soften the knees. And take a breath in and again stretch the heart open, stretch the shoulders back. Look up. And as you exhale with soft knees, hinge at your hips and just come about halfway forward into a little bit of an inversion here. Yeah. So if you have a sinus issue going on, or like I said, just coming off a cold or sickness, you might have fluid in your head. So just take this to where it's comfortable. The pressure is comfortable. You can drop the head if you'd like. That's too much pressure. Lift it back up. You can lift your arms up towards the sky if you'd like. Open up those front shoulders a little bit more, or leave them laying on your back. Find 3 breaths here. In and out of the nose. Each time you exhale, see if you can relax and take the tension out of where you're tensing up. Yeah. Now on the next exhale breath, relax your arms onto your back. Keep those knees soft. Start to stretch your hands towards the floor as it propels your body slowly. Keep your head down though, as the body comes up. Now once the shoulders are up, right, lift the head. Good. Release your hands out from behind you and just slowly bring them out and up into a V, like a star, beautiful star. Lift the chest and look up slightly and breathe. And just invite gratitude into your heart for being able to just be here today, right, in our class. And then bring your palms together and hands to heart, slowly, yeah. Inviting gratitude and heel toe, heel toe. As I said in my email, you can either choose to be, this is bad, this is terrible, it's cold, I hate winter, blah, 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 yada, yada. Or you can be like, it's so beautiful outside. My body has the ability to be here today. I am so fortunate. I have shelter. I have a bed to sleep in. Yada, yada. Pick your yadas. All right. Let's bring ourselves back to our chair and find a nice, graceful way to sit down. Like to, again, bring your hands to the outside of your thighs. Press your thighs into your hands. Send your hips back. That really allows you to use those big thigh muscles. And then eventually you can hold to your chair. Yeah. If we keep practicing that, we're going to be able to sit down eventually and stand up without holding on, right? Because our legs, all these muscles are working for us. And that alone builds strength, whether we're sitting or moving. Yeah. Okay. So again, it's a really nice time of year to squeeze out our lymphatic system again. So we're going to do, I know we just did Eagle pretty recently, but let's keep squeezing that stale fluids that build up. And the more we can cleanse that out, the healthier the body will be, right? So starting with either crossed at your ankles or crossed at your legs. Make sure that you can have a nice tall spine. Make sure that the weight of this right leg isn't collapsing the left leg. If that's the case, then you want to just comfortably sit with your ankles crossed. Lift the spine, relax the arms down, shoulders back and down. Float the arms out into a T. Yeah. Good. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, bend the elbows a little bit like you're hugging a big tree, right? And as they come together, lift the left arm above the right and find a hug here. Good. Relax. Start with relaxing your elbows onto your chest. Good. If you would like to lift the elbows up, if you would like to bring the backs of the hands together, if you would like to bring the right hand into the left palm, draw the arms away. These are all options. So today, maybe find something new that you don't usually do. Yeah, good. And then take a nice big breath in and lift the elbows slowly up as high as you can. Ooh, feel that stretch on the back. And then as you exhale, start to lower the elbows. Allow them to rest again onto the chest. Allow your head to just bow forward. Now squeeze your arms together. Feel that squeezing underneath your arms. And simultaneously squeeze your legs together. Squeeze your toes and your nose. Lift your pelvic floor muscles up off your chair. It's almost like you're wanting to stop elimination. And breathe as you're squeezing, detoxifying. Yes, we're stopping blood flow in places in the body. Yes, squeeze a little bit harder, a little bit more, give it your 100%. And then the next exhale breath, relax the body. Ooh. And just allow that blood flow to gush back into all those different places. Slowly lift the elbows up. And then slowly, as the elbows come up higher, arms automatically start to unfold. And slowly float the arms down. And slowly uncross the legs once you're down. Good. And wiggle it out. So again, let's just get that blood flowing back to all those places that we were squeezing. Yeah, that stopping the blood flow and then letting it flush back in is a really healthy flush for the body. Let's do the other side. So either crossing at the ankles or taking that left leg over to the right, only if it's comfortable and you can breathe and have a nice tall spine. Yeah, so find your legs, relax the arms down, and float the arms out to a T. Good. Take a breath in, and on an exhale breath, start to again imagine you're hugging this big trunk of a tree. And this time the right arm is going to come above the left, the opposite arm on top. And then cross as high up as you can, and then bring your fingers to the shoulders. And crawl them a little bit further back onto your shoulder blades if you can. Good. Lift the elbows about halfway. Again, option is to have the backs of the hands together, or that left hand into the right palm. Arms away from the face if you're up here. Good. Take a nice big breath in. Lift up the elbows as high as you can. Even look up slightly. As you exhale, just slowly drop your upper arms and elbows onto your chest. Relax your head forward. Yes, coming into this sleeping eagle. And then gently squeeze your arms. Again, squeeze those underarms, those lymph nodes. Squeeze your legs together. Squeeze everything. Your back, your head, your eye. Lift the pelvic floor muscles up. Engage those glute muscles. And squeeze everything you can. Yes. Every possible inch of your body is squeezing, tensing up. Feel that tension. Keep breathing. 2 more breaths. Each time you exhale, squeeze a little bit more. A little bit more. And then as you exhale, relax. Press into that standing right foot. Slowly start to float your elbows up as your head comes up. Elbows gently start to uncross. Yes, and ever so gracefully allow that blood flow to return, opening up the body, floating the arms towards the floor. Yes. And and uncrossing. Nice, nice, nice. And shaking it out. Get that blood flow to every single cell of your body. Good. And then we're going to prepare for Shavasana. Nice work, everybody. So our Shavasana, when we get nice and quiet, that's when that vagus nerve takes over. That's when everything internally starts to happen. But we need to be still and quiet, not using our energy out here, letting the energy come inside. Yes. So you can either lay down or sit down nice and comfortably with your back supported, eyes closed. So take a few seconds to get yourself nice and comfortable. If you have a sweater, to put that on, or a blanket. You want to just come to immediate and full relaxation. Let's take a breath in and let it go. Imagine any last bits of tension just floating out on that exhale breath. And another breath in and let go. And finally, one more breath in and let go slowly of all of your efforts. Relax the body from head to toe. Your shoulders relax. Your rib cage relaxed. All of your internal organs are soft, relaxed. Arms, fingers, legs, feet, toes. Whole body's relaxed now. And allowing that energy to come to a deep cellular level and creating beautiful harmony in all of your bodily functions, heartbeat, digestion, bringing a gentle little smile to the face. Bring your awareness to any thoughts and just allow them. Thoughts arise at any time. You just don't have control of that. So let them come and let them go. And to just dissipate into the ether. as to how you feel. Take a breath in with a little smile on our face. And let go. And now feel free to remain here for as long as you'd like. But should you choose to come back now into this space and time, take a little bit deeper breath in and let it go. And slowly begin to move your body, wiggling fingers and toes, swaying gently side to side. And gently bringing your hands into prayer position, resting your thumbs onto your heart. Take a nice big breath in. And breathe out. Bow your forehead to your fingertips. And closing with this about our worries and our monkey mind. Don't try to catch a black cat in a dark room, which is not even there. You're feeling ready and complete. At your own pace, gently begin to flutter the eyes open as you lift your head. And I thank you all for making your way to our class today, doing such great work in balance and strength. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.